Hey guys, welcome to our special countdown of the most sexy man alive from 1985, all the way to 2023. We're talking about some of the most iconic heartthrobs of the last few decades, from Mel Gibson kicking things off in '85, to Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and Johnny Depp each snagging the title more than once. And let's not forget Hugh Jackman, John Legend, Blake Shelton, and David Beckham, just to name a few. Want to see how these legends have aged and who else made the cut? Stay tuned. This special is about The Most Sexy Man Alive, 1985-2023.
Chain in those handcuffs. It's high tensile steel. Take you 10 minutes to hack through it with this.
1985 was a year when the world couldn't get enough of Mel Gibson. Fresh off the success of Mad Max and The Year of Living Dangerously, he was at the peak of his powers. Rugged, intense, with a dash of unpredictability that made him irresistible. People magazine named him their very first Sexiest Man Alive, a title that seemed tailor-made for Gibson's wild charm. But fame, as Gibson once admitted, was like a runaway train. "It's all happening too fast," he told people, foreshadowing the turbulent years ahead. Despite the controversies that later marred his career, those who remember the Gibson of '85 see a man who was more than just a pretty face. He was the embodiment of a kind of Hollywood hero.
I ask myself 100 times a day what I could have done to stop it. You tell me what I could have.
Shall we take a trip back to the early 90s? It's 1991 and Patrick Swayze, already a household name from Dirty Dancing, was crowned the sexiest man alive. But you know, it wasn't just his dance moves that made folks swoon. Swayze had that unique blend of rugged charm and a gentle soul, a combination that was impossible to resist. Even his co-star Demi Moore from Ghost said he had a kind heart and southern manners that made him stand out. Sadly, Swayze left us in 2009, passing away at 57 due to pancreatic cancer. Yet his legacy remains. He wasn't just a Hollywood heartthrob. He was a true gentleman who never let fame change the down-home Texas kid he always was. Rest in peace, Patrick. Your spirit continues to dance on in our hearts. Denzel Washington proved to be humble when he won the title in 1996. "I don't take myself too seriously," he told people at the time. "I don't stop in the mirror and go, 'Hey, sexy man.'" Washington's Courage Under Fire co-star Regina Taylor summed up his appeal for the publication. "He has wit, style, and intelligence," said Taylor.
Safari Motel Inn. Safari Motel.
Back in 2000, Brad Pitt was at the height of his powers, effortlessly blending rugged charm with boyish good looks. It wasn't much of a surprise when he became the first man ever to be named People's Sexiest Man Alive for the second time. Fresh off his role in Fight Club, Pitt was the embodiment of a modern-day Adonis. Women swooned, men wanted to be him, and Hollywood couldn't get enough. To this day, Pitt remains a cultural icon, proving that some things, like a fine wine, only get better with age.
Or you could just send in training wheels and meet them at the border with Gatorade.
In 2002, Ben Affleck was riding high, fresh off the buzz of Good Will Hunting and deep into his first whirlwind romance with Jennifer Lopez. At the time, Hollywood insiders couldn't stop talking about him, and Kevin Smith, who directed Affleck in Jersey Girl, nailed it when he said chicks gravitate to him. Affleck had it all: looks, charm, and brains. It's no wonder People magazine named him the sexiest man alive.
What we do here is brutal, and it does leave people devastated, but there is a dignity to the way I do it.
In 2006, George Clooney snagged the title of Sexiest Man Alive for the second time, joining the ranks of only one other man, Brad Pitt, who had achieved the same. Clooney, with his salt and pepper hair and that effortless charm, wasn't just a Hollywood heartthrob. He was the epitome of suave. Clooney, always the joker, poked fun at his buddy Pitt, saying, "This one's going to be hard for Brad since he's been Sexiest Man Alive twice. We used to call him two-time, so Brad's going to be upset."
You must believe me. It was a horseman, a dead one, headless.
In 2009, Johnny Depp wasn't just a household name. He was the epitome of cool. Winning People's Sexiest Man Alive title for the second time, Depp joined the ranks of Hollywood legends like George Clooney and Brad Pitt. Known for his killer cheekbones and rebellious charm, Depp was more than just a pretty face. He was Captain Jack Sparrow, the enigmatic figure who had us all hooked on pirates again, and the devoted father enjoying life on a private Bahamian island. Fast forward to 2024, and Depp is still a force to be reckoned with. After weathering some stormy years, He's back on track, bringing his French film Jean du Barry to American audiences. Back in 2012, Channing Tatum had quite the year. He wasn't just any Hollywood heartthrob, he was crowned the sexiest man alive. And let's be honest, it wasn't much of a surprise, considering he'd just dropped Jaws everywhere with his role in Magic Mike. Playing a male stripper with a physique that made the gym look like his second home, Tatum's charm and rugged looks cemented his spot in the hearts of many. Country music star Blake Shelton was somewhat of a surprise choice for the title, many people at the time felt. Initially, Shelton seemed to pick up on this, joking to people for the issue that he'd been ugly my whole life. If I can be sexy for a year, I'm taking it. Later, he read mean tweets about himself aloud on an episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. His favorite, he said, was this: "We may be living in a time of division and strife, but at least People magazine has united us in our certainty that Blake Shelton is not the sexiest man alive."
Hi, Max Monaco, qualifying day. We don't know what the weather's going to be tomorrow.
Patrick Dempsey, a name that instantly brings back memories of his role as the charming Dr. Derek McDreamy Shepherd on Grey's Anatomy. In 2023, at 57, Dempsey was crowned People's Sexiest Man Alive on Jimmy Kimmel Live. And honestly, it couldn't have happened at a better time. Dempsey himself admitted, "I'm glad it's happening at this point in my life." This recognition is more than just a nod to his timeless good looks. It's also a platform he hopes to use for good. So, it's not just about the smoldering gaze, it's about using that power for something bigger. Thanks for sticking around, guys. So, what do you think? Do you agree with the choices over the years, or is there someone else you think should have taken the crown? We're curious. Who do you think should be the most sexy man alive in 2024? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's see who's got the best pick. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. Catch you later.